Okay, everyone. I've done a lot of update videos in this past 365 days, but this one is one that I was personally excited about because a lot of things are getting finished. I have done the last of the SK Heart missions, and I only have to actually finish editing one more, and then that'll be done. Second, I have accomplished my final goal in Nikke. And yes, that means I have acquired my collection that I've been trying to build, and therefore that will be done as well, at least for the foreseeable future. There are some events that will probably come later that I'll try to tackle, but it shouldn't be in the near future. But the biggest one, I have finished Sonic Frontiers on my second channel, which I'm gonna try to also have a link to my second channel by the time this video goes up, because I realize there's really not a way for you to know it exists. It used to be on a section on YouTube, but now it's gone. But yeah, that game has been taking up so much of my time, and even now, I'm spending this whole weekend just trying to edit this last episode. Have like 8 hours of footage I'm trying to cut down. Just to give you an example, I took 1 hour's worth of footage, I cut it down to 1 minute. Yeah, it's a lot of work, but once that is done, then I'll have time to tackle the stuff that I've been needing to tackle. Now, the first thing I want to mention is Persona 3, because I know it just came out. It's a remake, and from what I've been told, the remake is definitely the way to go. But I want to tell people I can't do it right now. You see, this has happened before where there's a game that's new that comes out, a lot of people want me to play it, and I want to try to do the game I'm currently playing and do the new game at the same time, and then I end up doing nothing. It's like the tortoise and the hare. I become the hare when I should be the tortoise. Slow and steady wins the race, and I have proof when it comes to Persona. Persona 5, I didn't upload it when it came out. It was like a few years later, and yet that game still got a lot of views. Persona 4, I spent like 6 months, I think, off of the game. And when I came back, I still got a decent amount of views for the last part because of the content. People still wanted to see it no matter how much time passed. If Persona 3 is really all that, which, it has a good track record, the Persona series, and it's an update too, and considering I'm one of the few people who probably recorded the game and didn't play the original Persona 3, I think it'll still do fine, even if I don't upload it right when it comes out. Plus, if I do upload it right now, I'll be competing with a bunch of other people who have many more subscribers and a lot more time than I do to record the game. Most likely people will go to them instead of me. So, I understand. I will definitely say I am going to play Persona 3 the remake, but I can't do it right now because what's most important to me is that I do right by the people who are currently watching the channel. For me to just throw these games aside for a much more popular game, that's not how I do things. If I did, then I'd be very frustrated with the amount of views that I had on the channel. But what matters to me is doing right by you guys. So that being said, I still have a choice to make. I'm still currently working this job where I have a lot of overtime, so I think 2 games, 1 on each channel, is my max. Now, if you're on my second channel, you know that I'm currently playing 2 games, Tears of the Kingdom and Street Fighter 6. Thing is, I pretty much had Street Fighter 6 almost recorded, so the entire game. And I only stopped uploading it because I didn't want the Tears of the Kingdom people to feel like I was just uploading Street Fighter 6 and didn't care about that game, thought people would get upset, so I wanted to wait till I could upload them both at the same time. But what that does mean is that I don't need to actually record Street Fighter 6 at the moment. All I need to record is Tears of the Kingdom. So it's more like I'll have 2.5 games if I include 1 game on the channel, but that's the thing. I can only do 1. And it was my intention to have done the Neptunia series while I was doing the Heart missions of SK, so that way both people could be satisfied and then I can move on to the next SK game with the Neptunia series having been done. That didn't happen because of mainly Sonic Frontiers. I spent too much time on that game. Nor did I expect when I just did a one-off video for Red Hood that it would get the most amount of views I've gotten on this channel in a long time, when therefore prompted me to do more on that game. Especially when you consider that 3,000 of those views on that video, I didn't even take advantage of because I took too long to upload the next video because something happened IRL. Just once again shows how my speed is hampering things. But anyways, what that does mean is I can't do both at the moment. So we have to make a choice. Now, if you want my opinion, I think I should still do the Neptunia series. It's stopped in the middle, and I'd rather finish that than start a whole new game. I feel like people can wait for a new game versus, when you stop in the middle of a game, it's a lot harder to get back into it, I feel. So that is what I feel like I should do, but I'm making this video to ask what you all want, because if a lot more people want me to just continue the SK series right now and wait until I have more time, because I'm not going to be doing this job forever. I think I'm going to get a date really soon on when I'm going to stop. An opportunity will present itself, and then I think I'll have more time, though it's actually possible I'll have less. We'll see on that, but point is, there's a certain game in the SK series that I imagine many people are waiting for me to do, one of the more popular ones, and if I decide to do that now, then I would say we'll postpone the next SK game after that, and then I would do the Neptunia series then, finish it then. But I want to know what people have to say. I have my opinion on how I should do things, but because plans didn't go as planned, I want to ask you all if you think that's okay, because I also don't know how long it'll take to finish that Neptunia game. Will only be like 20 episodes? If so, then that's only a few weeks. Well, maybe 2 months. Because I'm thinking of uploading 3 episodes a day on the channel. And I think that's, a reasonable amount of time to say, we'll wait for a while, especially since for the people who aren't watching the paid version, I still have 4 episodes to upload of that game. Either way, like I said, that's why I'm making this video. One, to tell people who were waiting for Persona 3. Well, I never said I was going to do Persona 3 now, which is why I feel confident in saying I gotta wait, but I will do it in the future. It might be a while, but I don't have time. I wish I had the time because, I want to see. A lot of people often forget this one thing. I want to play the game as well. When I don't play the game, I'm hearing a lot of other people talk about it, or, seeing a lot of people talk about it, and I got to close my ears, kind of go in a hole and make sure I don't hear anything when I really want to see what the hype is about too. But I'm going to focus on these 2 games for now, and then that brings us to the second half where I want to ask you all which of the 2 games should we tackle in the future, because the sooner I know, sooner I can start preparing some stuff. Because the thing about SK is that we also hadn't decided which SK game we're doing next. I got to ask them what that game will be if people want me to do an SK game next. So with that being said, please post your thoughts down in the comments below, and I will see you all next time.